Many people grew up wishing that they could become or look like their favorite cartoon characters. So many girls dreamed of being a Barbie princess and many boys wanted to become Popeye. But what if I told you that some people actually look like famous cartoon characters? Join us as we have a look at 15 people who look like cartoon characters. Number 15. Christiana Hendricks. Christiana Hendricks is an actress who was featured in the television series Mad Men. She's said to look a lot like Jessica Rabbit, one of the main characters in the popular animated film Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This animation is a Disney movie that's based on the American model and actress Vicki Dugan. Jessica Rabbit was married to Roger Rabbit. In the animated film, she was portrayed as an upcoming star to whom her husband loves so very much. Jessica has a very sonorous voice, which she often showed off in the movie, expressing herself and her innermost feelings with her song. Although not a professional singer or a songwriter, Christiana also has a nice and sonorous voice as well. Talking about physical appearance, Jessica Rabbit has very long and red hair, one of the many features that Christiana and Jessica share in common. They have the same facial structure that does not take a lot of description to notice, and you would definitely notice the striking similarities in the shape of their raised eyebrows. In one interview, Christiana was asked if she was aware of the fact that she looks a lot like Jessica Rabbit, and she said that she had been told several times that she looked like the animated character and is beginning to agree with the notion. The Disney movie itself teaches that anyone can be attractive, no matter how or what they look like. Number 14. Anna Faith Carlson. Anna Faith Carlson's resemblance with Queen Elsa, the main character in Frozen, is quite outstanding. Elsa is known for her beauty, which is a feature that Carlson possesses very well. Her eyebrows and facial structure are similar to that of the Queen, and she was first noticed when she posted a picture on Instagram next to an artwork of Elsa. And the post made a lot of people online notice and remark about the similarities. Anna was aware of that resemblance even before she posted the picture online, and she probably just wanted people to help her clear her curiosities about whether or not she actually looked like the character. And when she realized that she was beginning to get really noticed by a whole lot of people, both online and offline, that's when she decided to begin dressing up like Elsa. And she didn't stop at that. She further boosted her popularity by imitating the lifestyle that the Ice Queen portrayed in the Disney film. She's been dressing up like Queen Elsa to entertain children who also love the movie Frozen, frequently visiting hospitals to cheer up sick patients, especially those who are suffering from cancer. It is quite the incredible way to go about the fame that she received from the animated character. That post on Instagram blew her modeling career up and she gained over 920,000 followers, and it put her in the spotlight. Number 13. Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese is a legendary movie director who's widely known for his crime and drama movies, and the man has been said to look like the star character of Carl in the Disney Pixar film Up, arguably one of the best Pixar films ever made. In the film, Carl sets out on an adventure and decides to take his house with him by attaching it to balloons, making it easier for him to travel down to a place that he and his wife had once fantasized about with him inside the house. Martin Scorsese shares some similarities with the character, from his thick eyebrows to his white hair and distinctive eyeglasses. Though some people have argued that the role that Carl played in the movie is quite opposite to who Scorsese really is. Those who know and have worked with the famous director know that he does not possess the grumpy character that Carl portrayed in Up. It seems as though looks is where it ends between the two, because Carl's definition of adventure is more of a grumpy one consisting of talking to animals and does not include any iota of crime. Scorsese himself acknowledges that he shares some looks with the character from the film, but that's where the similarities end. Number 12. Dasha Gubanova. This famous Instagrammer is said to have a striking resemblance with Rapunzel from the Disney movie Tangled, who is known for her extremely long hair. Dasha Gubanova is a 31-year-old woman living in south-central Russia's region and said that she's decided not to cut her hair anymore because she wants to maintain looking like the animated character. To achieve this, she also stopped visiting her hairdresser in order to allow her hair to grow as long as possible. As of this time, Dasha's hair is now estimated to be around 6 feet long, the height of most average males. Dashik now has over 218,000 followers on Instagram due to her resemblance with Rapunzel, and is said that she's been admiring the character for a long time and was obsessed about her love for the character's hair. Not only has she dedicated herself to growing out her hair, but has also begun to cosplay as Rapunzel any chance that she gets. Number 11. Jason, the real-life Tarzan, just like the character of Tarzan in the Disney movie, who lived in the forest and was raised by apes. Jason lost his mother at a very young age. He also survived and lived in the coastal area of Hong Kong, which is surrounded by a forest. Jason lived alone in that forest just like Tarzan did. His life portrayed that of Tarzan's, as he seemed happy with the kind of life that he had in the forest. He was unaware of a world outside the forest because he had lived his entire existence inside of it. When interviewed, Jason said that he is so much in love with his life and has no plan of relocating to the city. And he also added that the forest was like a comfort zone for him, as he was not sure that he would be able to adapt to city life. It's said that Jason brought the character of Tarzan to life. Their resemblance began with him having identical interlaced strands of hair to Tarzan's, possessing the same chisel ABS, and also behaving like Tarzan himself. One might even be moved to say that the life of Jason was studied before the character was produced, because their level of resemblance was just so fascinating. However, it is the other way around, as the character has been around long before Jason was ever born. The good news though is that Disney found out about Jason and actually hired him, which means that he'll have to eventually leave the forest and relocate to the city. He'll end up playing the iconic character of himself, and this is a lifetime opportunity that anyone would embrace with open arms. Number 10. Alayinka Mia Noel. While some comic lovers dream of looking like a princess or a queen, Alayinka did not have to dream in order to make her wishes come true. She's a beautiful international model who resides in New York. Her father is from Nigeria and she has a Guyanese mother. Olayinka is said to be the most convincing Disney doppelganger anyone has ever seen and is reported to be a perfect match for Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. Princess Jasmine was a strong and confident girl who felt that she would use her position as a princess for a just cause. The resemblance comes from her hair and the fact that she has the same face as Princess Jasmine. If there's a need to pick a live version, well, then Alayinka may very well be the best choice for the role. Alayinka came into the limelight when she and a group of friends dressed up for Halloween and afterwards shared a picture on Instagram where it quickly went viral. Picture caught the attention of many people online and led to them talking about her resemblance to Princess Jasmine, which gained over 152,000 likes on her account. In fact, it became so popular that it would force her husband to begin dressing like Aladdin just to accompany her. Number 9. Alessia Cara. Alessia Cara is a popular singer and songwriter who has been said to look a lot like Moana from the hit Disney film. Apart from her captivating and beautiful voice, she's said to have the same hair as Moana and shares a similar face. Moana is a princess who has the fate of liberating her people from the doom that was to happen to them, and she risked her life by traveling across the sea to return a gem to where it rightly belongs. So many people have compared the two, saying that they have similar facial features and their dark and curly hair further affirms that Alessia is in fact Moana's doppelganger. However, those who know Alessia say that the similarities only exist in looks alone. Moana is a character that can be quite stubborn and fearless and would not stop until she achieves her goals. No wonder she had such a lot of trouble traveling peacefully with her partner. However, that doesn't change the fact that Alicia looks like the movie character and that nobody can deny that they both share some similar physical appearances, starting from their voice to their hair and their face. If there's a need to pick a live version of Moana, then Alessia Cara may well be the perfect choice for the role. Number 8. Tracy Hines. Tracy Hines is one of the few people that exist in the world that are so lucky to look like a Disney princess. Not only does she look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, but she also sounds like her as well. Ariel is a character who wants to leave her comfort zone under the sea for another world entirely where she can enjoy some adventures. She lived inside the sea and has a fantastic voice, and at most times sings about leaving her home, going above the water to see how people live. Tracy Hines, upon realizing her similarity with the character, was so fascinated that She decided to dye her hair and keep it as long as she possibly could and go to other lengths to look like Ariel as well. She has red hair and giant expressive eyes, just like the character, and the structure of her face makes her resemblance with Ariel quite noticeable. Her dream now is to inspire and motivate others, and she intends to achieve this by singing songs that would inspire hope and faith in children and the next generations to come. Number 7. Maurice Tollett. Maurice Tollett has been said to look like Shrek in the fantasy film of the same name. Shrek is a large-sized ogre with trumpet-like ears and green skin, and who could imagine a human being matching those physical features? People do say that Maurice has them, though, and is in fact considered Shrek's doppelganger. Maurice has a genetic skin disorder that has made him suffer from an excess of human growth hormone, which has affected his body, causing his hands, feet, and face to swell to enormous sizes just like that of Shrek. However, Maurice did not allow his disabilities to stop him from becoming what he intended to become in life. He was determined to turn his disability into an ability, so he began his journey in life by trying to get an education. He then proceeded on to law school, where he got a degree, before going into the French Navy, where he eventually became a wrestler. And he then went on to fight very hard as a wrestler, becoming a 2-time heavyweight champion. Maurice should serve as an inspiration for everyone to never give up on their dreams or to let anything in life get them down. Number 6. Ed Sheeran. Sheeran is a popular celebrity, singer, and songwriter who is widely known for his hit songs all over the world. However, many people also believe that Ed Sheeran looks a lot like the cartoon character Chucky from the animated series Rugrats. Even though the show has little or nothing to do with music and songwriting, Chucky, who has sung in the series, has showed everyone that he can also have a very nice voice. People on the internet believe that the physical resemblance that both Ed Sheeran and Chucky share cannot be overlooked. In an interview Ed Sheeran had on the popular Ellen show, he confirmed that he also thinks that he looks like the cartoon character as well. Their resemblance shows in the red hair, the facial structure, and the iconic framed glasses which Ed Sheeran is known to wear. Number 5. Paul Giamatti. Giamatti is a comedian, actor, and film producer who has been active in the entertainment industry for well over 20 years. But he's also said to look a lot like Homer Simpson, the main character in a popular American sitcom called The Simpsons. There is a theory that every character in The Simpsons has their own doppelgangers scattered all throughout the world, as so many people have been said to look like certain characters of the show. And the looks of Paul Giamatti goes on to prove this theory to an extent. Number 4. Steve Harvey. Harvey is a popular host and comedian with a syndicated program that is very popular worldwide. And some people believe that he looks a lot like Mr. Potato Head, an American toy brand. In one episode of his show, Steve made a remark which was meant to be a joke about Asians, where he commented on their skin and also added that they cannot get married to white women. This comment did not sit very well with the Asian community, and Harvey received a lot of verbal backlash from people online. It would be there that someone mentioned the fact that he looks a lot like Mr. Potato Head. That comment would go viral, and many others would jump in on the act, commenting about how Steve Harvey did indeed look like the popular children's toy. Mr. Potato Head is a toy based on a potato, with some detached body parts that can equally be attached back and arranged in many different ways, starting from his bald head to his big mouth to his very thick eyebrows and mustache, all attributes that are associated with Steve Harvey. Number 3. Marge Champion. Champion was a popular singer, dancer, and talent who grew up in the early 1900s with connections to Walt Disney. She began singing and dancing at a very young age, and was first hired at the age of 14 as a dance model for Disney films. She featured in many productions for film and television, and also ended up having her own show, which was about dance and song. Marge has been said to look a lot like Snow White in the animated movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, one of the most popular, if not the most popular Disney movie ever made. Unlike most cases where real people try to imitate an animated character and want to be like them, in the case of Marge, the reverse could be said. She was actually the one who was being imitated by a Disney character herself. When the movie was being produced, the animator who created the character of Snow White would have to watch and imitate Marge's dance steps and then follow suit. So it turns out that Marge was actually the muse behind the popular Disney movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Marge also served as a model for many other Disney productions, and would go on to have a great and successful career, living up until the age of 101. Number 2, Jean Sarkozy. Sarkozy is an activist, law student, and the son of the president of France, who is said to look a lot like Prince Adam from Beauty and the Beast. Prince Adam is the protagonist and main character in the film, who holds Belle hostage in his castle, being mostly portrayed as the Beast, until the curse that is upon him becomes broken by Belle's love. The movie is centered on a girl going on a mission to save her father, who has been locked away in a dungeon for many years by the Beast. She had heard the many rumors, and upon exploring, discovered that the creature who was holding her father captive was actually a prince who had been cursed to be the Beast for his life, a curse that could only be broken by true love. So many people have noticed the striking resemblance between the prince and Jean Sarkozy. Beginning from their hair to the structure of their faces, they both have similar spiky hair and a well-built body, with both of them being handsome men. If Jean Sarkozy ever considers a career in film, then he has a perfect role for Beauty and the Beast. Number 1, Chris Hemsworth. Hemsworth has played Thor in several Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. He's also been said to look a lot like John Smith from Pocahontas. Pocahontas is a musical movie that's based on the real-life story of a man named John Smith, who was a traveler, author, soldier, and colonial governor. He's renowned for helping to establish and govern the colony of Jamestown. John Smith was the main character in the Disney animated film, which was produced in 1995. In the film, he was presumed dead, but was later discovered alive. Chris Hemsworth is said to look a lot like the Disney character. The resemblance shows in their brown hair, slightly dim eyes, and facial and body structure. And if Hemsworth had not become an adult decades after the production of the film, some may have well believed that he was the inspiration for the character. Who has been your favorite cartoon look-alike? And who do you think looks more like the cartoons identified? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.